I'd like to tell you a little bit about a book that myself and Karen Berman, my partner, wrote called Financial Intelligence. Karen and I started a business several years ago called the Business Literacy Institute. And basically what we do is we teach executives in companies how to read their financial statements. In the process of doing that, so many times people would say, how can we get a book that teaches finance the way you explain it in your classes? And we never could come up with a good book. So finally we decided to write one. And that book is called Financial Intelligence. I like to say it's the kind of book that you read on a plane, stories, it's interesting. You know, it's finance, but it's also fun. Isn't that great? This book is for all of us that want to understand how to read the statements, what's important, and why. If you can understand the concepts, and if they're illustrated well, you can become financially conversant and understand what goes on in those meetings. One of the things we found as we went out and trained people and helped them understand finance is that a lot of executives, particularly financial executives, assume that everybody already understands finance at a high level, especially peers at a similar level. As we were training, as Karen Berman and I were out training and developing our company Business Literacy Institute, we heard many times, Joe, we really like your book Financial Intelligence, but it's just too basic. We want a higher level of training, something that people can really sink their teeth into. And we'd always say to them, I'm sorry, but your people need the basics because you assume too much. Most people don't understand finance at the level you do. We heard this so many times from a lot of executives we worked with, especially financial executives, that we finally decided to develop a simple multiple choice true-false test, a little over 20 questions. And in that test we asked very basic financial concepts. And we commissioned a national study. We had an independent university do a research study with companies with at least 150 employees at the management and executive levels. We ran that test and we did not filter out finance and accounting, and the average score in the United States on that test was 38%. The results were so shockingly low that Harvard published our results in a forethought article in Harvard Business Review in October 2009. So now what happens is when those companies come to us and say, our people already understand finance at a basic level, we say, why don't we have them take this basic test? And guess what? No corporate group has scored higher than 52% on that test. And every time we use that test, we always get the answer back, Joe, we need to go through the basics like your book before we can go on to other concepts, because in America and throughout the world, frankly, because we have been trained throughout the world, people don't understand finance at the level that so many people assume. Once again, I'm Joe Knight, and I hope you enjoy the book, Financial Intelligence. And remember, every day is a great day for finance.